Okay. All right, guys. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. ठीक है, सबको दिख रहा होगा, राइट? आप लोग बताना अगर दिख रही है मेरी स्क्रीन तो। ठीक है, सो लेट्स हैव अ डिस्कशन। बिल्कुल बेसिक से हम स्टार्ट करते हैं, राइट? कि लास्ट वाला जो हमारा डिस्कशन था, दैट वी हैव डन डिस्कशन अबाउट कि भाई बेसिक फंडामेंटल क्या थे। आज सीधे हम फायरवॉल पे आते हैं, राइट? कि दैट इज द मॉड्यूल विच हैव टू कवर टुडे। यहाँ से बेसिक टर्मिनोलॉजीज के बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे, बट इनिशियल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन से हम विल स्टार्ट दैट कि हाउ स्टेप बाय स्टेप कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ द पालो अल्टो सॉरी द FortiGate फायरवॉल कैन बी हैपन। सो इसमें क्या क्या करना हमें, कैसे कैसे करना है। आई थिंक एवरीवन अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी, राइट? किसी को ऐसी तो लैंग्वेज की दिक्कत नहीं है? इफ एनीवन हैव प्लीज लेट मी नो। ओके, दैट्स गुड। सो व्हाट विल डू दैट, इसमें हम लोग ब्रांड न्यू फॉलो सॉरी FortiGate फायरवॉल को स्टेप बाय स्टेप हम कॉन्फ़िगर करने की कोशिश करेंगे कि हाउ इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी कॉन्फ़िगर्ड, और क्या क्या हमारे पास कमांड होते हैं, किस तरीके से कॉन्फ़िगरेशन होता है, और किस तरीके से हम इसका CLI एंड जियो एक्सेस हम ले सकते हैं। सो वेरी फर्स्ट, राइट, यू गाइज विल गोइंग टू गेट अ लैब, राइट? इस लैब में आपको आपका यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड मिलेगा, राइट? सो इस यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड में देखो आप लोग करना क्या है कि यू हैव टू पुट योर यूजर नेम एंड यू हैव टू पुट योर पासवर्ड, और यहाँ पे आपको HTML कंसोल सेलेक्ट करना, एंड देन यू हैव टू सेलेक्ट द कैप्चा। ठीक है? एंड इसके बाद जैसे ही करोगे लॉगिन, तो आपके क्रेडेंशियल से आपका जो भी फायरवॉल है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी लॉगिन, जो भी लैब की टोपोलॉजी है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी लॉगिन। सो यहाँ पे मैं यहाँ गया, पासवर्ड डाला, एंड दैट कैप्चा इज रियल एंड इट इज देयर। सो अभी देखो मैं FortiGate फायरवॉल के अंदर मैं आ चुका हूँ, मीन्स द लैब के अंदर आ चुका हूँ। और इसके अंदर बहुत सारे लैब्स आप लोग को मिलेंगे, जैसे मैं लैब दिखा रहा हूँ दैट इज गोइंग टू बी सिमिलर लैब इन योर सेक्शन ऑल्सो। कि मीन्स इसमें FortiGate का आपका HA की लैब होगी, कंटेंट आईडी होगा, साइट टू साइट VPN भी होगा, आपका क्लाइंट टू साइट VPN भी होगा। यू आर गोइंग टू गेट राउटिंग लैब्स ऑल्सो, राइट? लेयर टू इंटरफेस लैब्स होंगे, मल्टी विलन लैब्स होंगे। सो वी हैव द लॉट ऑफ टाइप ऑफ लैब्स एंड यू गाइज हैव टू डू द प्रैक्टिस। सो वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेप, राइट, कि आपको अगर डे 0 फायरवॉल को कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करना है, लेट्स सपोज दिस इज योर फायरवॉल, राइट? और इस फायरवॉल को मैं वाइप करता हूँ। वाइप करने से क्या होता है कि इस फायरवॉल की जितनी भी पुरानी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन होगी दैट इज गोइंग टू बी इरेज्ड। So I just did the wipe of the configuration. So my all configuration has been erased from this firewall. This is the PC. आप इसको wipe कर सकते हो, there is no problem. ऐसे PC में कोई configuration नहीं होता है. So whenever we have the any firewall, by default, right, हमने discuss किया था, right, कि हमारी firewall पे we have the lot of type of the interfaces. We have the interface. कुछ firewall पे आपका MGMT interface होता है, जो बिग फायरवॉल होती है दैट्स गोइंग टू कैरी द MGMT इंटरफेस। जो स्मॉल फायरवॉल होती हैं, जितनी भी स्मॉल फायरवॉल होती हैं जिसमें मैनेजमेंट इंटरफेस नहीं होता है, देयर इज द port 1 दैट इज गोइंग टू एक्ट एज ए मैनेजमेंट आपका इंटरफेस। मतलब उस इंटरफेस की कैपेबिलिटी होती है कि आपको वो वैन सर्विसेज भी दे सके और आपको मैनेजमेंट कॉन्फ़िगरेशन भी दे सकता है। जैसे मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ कैसे दिखता है। देखो अगर मैं यहाँ जाता हूँ जस्ट फॉर क्विक, FortiGate 2600। सो अगर इसका आप
Sir, Vishal sir, can you speak in English? So,
definitely I'll speak in
okay,
English.
thank you.
So this is my 2600, right? So this port is 2600. This firewall is 2600. In this firewall, you guys are going to get the interface drive. Let's see. This is my interface. Where it is? I'm not able to open. Let me find the image. See, so if you go and probably open this, so you are going to find there is a MGMT interface. This is a dedicated interface No, it's a console, not MGMT. My bad. Let me see. This must be having some interface. So you're going to find this is the MGMT interface. Somewhere it is written here, right? We have seen someday, right? So this MGMT interface have the hard-coded IP address, and that IP address, just to recap, is going to be 192.168.1.99. So by using this IP address, you just have to connect the cable and you can just take the GeoX of the firewall, right? Take an example. This is my lab topology. By default, this lab firewall doesn't have the MGMT interface. Means management interface we do not have on this particular firewall. So that means every firewall must not have the management interface. Some selected firewall only have the management interface. So in that case, what is going to be happen? I will connect the any cable on the port 1 that is going to act as my management port. But in this port, we do not have any predefined IP address. But if it is a management port is going to be there, then we have the predefined IP address 192.168.1.99. This is going to be there. So what you have to do that, you have to connect your PC here. And after connecting the PC, you give the similar subnet of the IP address 1.100 and you're going to get the GeoX of the firewall. I even don't write on this screen, man. Please erase. You just write on my screen. Please erase. So basically it is going to be make the connectivity. Let me reshare my screen because he writes, so I'm not able to remove it. So you're going to be reconfigure the IP for your PC and then it is going to be connected to your firewall. But if I go for the smaller firewall like 40F, if you go in the 40F, this is my 40F. In this 40F, you're not able to find any management interface because this is the smallest firewall. So it doesn't have the any management interface. So how you can configure this? So you have to connect the cable, like take an example on the port 1 and you can get automatic IP address if your network have a DHCP server. How it is? Let me tell you the example. Let me back to the previous lab and you guys are going to get that how it is going to look like. So this is going to be my FortiGate firewall. In this FortiGate firewall, we have this port. This port is connected with this internal network. This is the LAN network, or it is going to act as a WAN network. So when you connect the cable, this interface by default, DHCP is going to be enabled. Okay. So if DHCP is enabled, it will try to get IP address from your DHCP server if it is available in network. Let's suppose this is my interface. So it is going to get DHCP IP address from this server. If your DHCP is not available in network and you connect the cable here RJ45, then you have to change the mode from this interface from DHCP to static. Then only you can assign the manual IP address. I will show you how it is going to happen. Might be you guys are listening very first time, but I will show you how this is going to be happen. Okay. So the two things I hope you guys understand. Very first thing, if you have the physical firewall and that firewall have the management interface, in that case, the hard-coded IP address would be, what is IP address? Anyone tell me the IP address? Hard-coded IP address? Anyone of the management interface?
It's 192.168.1.
0.0.1.
No. It's
0.99.
1.99. Just told, no? If
Yeah.
it's a management interface, it is going to be 1.99. Somebody joined with the name of 144321. Two people are joined with the mobile. Can you just tell me your name, guys? I will just rename. What is your name? 144321. What is the name of Vivo and Xiaomi? Guys, just let me know your name. Just let me know name, so I can just rename. Vivo, Xiaomi. Please, it's important, guys. You don't want to tell your name? Any problem? Okay, I'll wait for 5 minutes. Okay, I hope you tell your name. So if
Sahebराव Chavan.
sorry.
Sahebराव Chavan.
Okay, Saheb Raj Chauhan. Okay, Saheb. Okay, thanks, Saheb. Okay, and still Xiaomi, you tell me your name. I will just rename yourself also. What's your name? 22011. Okay, I'll wait for you. So management interface by default, we have the 192.168.1.99. That's the fixed interface IP address. But in case of the virtual, you don't have any IP address. So let me show you. I'll back to the original lab. This network have the DHCP server. But the day 0 lab, which I am trying to show you, this lab, it is directly connected to the PC. So PC doesn't have the capability to give your any kind of the DHCP server. It doesn't have the capability. So what I can do that in this situation, I can basically configure the manual IP address. And how this manual IP address is going to configure? Let me restart these two devices, and then we'll see how the manual IP address is going to be. This is a very basic lab, right? You guys have to do. This is just taking the GIS as the FortiGate firewall from the PC. So let me go here. I will just keep that. Okay, just keep it at 10. Okay, I will configure. So you click on the double click after starting the device. How you can start? Let me show you again. The device is going to be turned off like this way. Okay. So if it is a grayed out, you have to start. How you can start in the lab? You just click on this play button. It is going to be start. You just click on the play button on this. It is going to be start. And then you click double click. You just click double on this particular device. And if you want to open in the browser, you just click on this. It is going to open in the browser. Similarly, you can go and click on this PC. It is going to be click. Now you can see your firewall is getting like boot. So you have to wait probably for some time. And then after we'll see. So you can see it's giving the login prompt. In case you want to increase the font size. So how you can increase that? You have to press Control Shift Alt. And here is the option. You can just increase the font size. Let's suppose you want to get 18, just put 18. You want to change the color. So you can just go here, or might be black and white. You can just give this color also. Or you want to use the gray and black, that is this color. So you can do that also. So very first thing, when you have the login prompt for the any FortiGate firewall, your username is going to be admin. Press enter. There is no password. There is no password. You just have to press enter here. And you have to set the new password. Again, I'm repeating, whenever very first time you're going to log in the firewall is going to prompt as a username, and there is no password. You have to press enter without password, and you have to set the password. I will set the password. Again, admin. It is going to take. Now I'm in the FortiGate firewall with the correct credential. So in this case, my username is admin and my password is admin. So what is the next? So the next step, I have to go here and I have to type system interface. This is the very first command. It is going to show you how many interface available on my firewall. Basically, I'm in the console of the firewall right now. I have taken the console. That's the virtual console. Basically, we can take the firewall in two methods. One is the physical console and one is the virtual console. So whatever I'm doing right now, it's a virtual console. So I will go here and I will press question mark after that. Or even you can put enter, then it is going to show in this format. So you don't have to put enter, you have to put question mark. Then it is going to show in this format. So you have to type this system interface and you have to type the question mark. Now you see, very first statement I told you, if the firewall doesn't have the management interface, then your port 1 is going to be act as a management interface. And this port will try to get IP address from DHCP server because the default mode is going to be DHCP. So again, I'm repeating, by default, if your firewall is not physical, it's a virtual firewall, your port 1 is going to act as a DHCP server, means DHCP client, and it will try to get IP from DHCP server if it is available in your network. But in our case, what is happening? I have the FortiGate firewall FG01. This is connected with the PC. This port have the port 1, and this is acting as a DHCP client. What is DHCP client? DHCP client means it will wait somebody DHCP server come and give me the IP. Yes, Asif, I'll show you. Right now, I will show you from GUI also, right? How it is going to look like. So GUI, we cannot take as of now because we do not have the IP address. But once we have the IP address in the next lab, I will show you how it is going to be look like from the GUI as well. So what next? The very next step, if you want to assign the IP address, we have the lab guide also. I'm just showing you in case you want to so if you want to do the initial configurations, we have the proper lab guides, right? So this is same lab. So we have some command, right? And we have to assign the IP address. We have to do some additional configuration. I'm going to explain. So you guys are going to get this, how it is going to happen. So I don't going to refer this. So I'm just going to show you how it is going to happen. So very first thing, you have to go there and just go in the configuration system, and you have to type interface, right? And put enter. Now you have to put the second command. You want to edit this interface, edit port 1. Once you're done, you have to put set IP address or set IP, you just put it 192.168.10.10/24. This is saying that if you're trying to put IP address, can't change IP, dynamic IP. Can't change dynamic IP means this interface you cannot assign IP address because already in the DHCP method. So unless or until somebody is going to give the IP address from DHCP network, it will not going to take IP address manually. Get my point, everyone? What I'm trying to make a point here. So something, if I'm not going to do that, right? Somebody join with the Virat Kohli. What's your name, man? Are you really Virat Kohli or you join with some proxy? Please let me know your name. Okay. So this is something what are going to happen. So now we have done this particular set IP address and we are not able to change the IP address. So what I can do that set system, set device. Let me set, you have to put a command, set mode, and you have to put static here. So what is going to happen? If you go and put set mode static, it is going to be basically from DHCP to static. So you have to put here static. Now, if you go end here now, and you're just trying to see what is happening here. So system interface. See now the port from DHCP it changed to static. The device port from DHCP, it's changed to static. So now if you go and assign the IP address, it is going to be absolutely possible. So config system interface, edit port 1, right? Set IP 192.168.10.10/24. Now done. It's done. But one more thing. By default, if I go here and if I try to reach on this interface, so let me show you the configuration. Show system interface. Now you see we have the IP address on this interface, but probably on firewall interfaces, we have the management services. Management services like that might be you require the ping access, you require the SSH access, you require the telnet access, right? You require the HTTP access, you require the HTTPS access, these all might not be allowed or might be partially going to be allowed. So what is going to happen in that case? So in that case, you have to configure, and whatever services are going to be allowed, right? Whatever services you want to go allow, you can do that. So how it is going to happen? You just have to go. So let me show you what services right now. So system interface port 1. So if you're clicking here, you can see right now ping is allowed here. Your HTTPS services is allowed. HTTP is allowed. SSH is allowed. FortiManager services is allowed. But in case if you want to allow telnet, that is not allowed. Or might be you want to allow only ping, HTTPS and SSH. You don't want to allow this one. Then how it is possible? So to do that, you have to go here, config, system, interface, edit, port 1, and here you have to put set allowance. And in this set allowance, you have to put whatever services you want to allow. But you make sure whatever your old services, you just use as it is. So I'll go and paste it. And then you want to allow telnet, I will put telnet. Now if I go here and run command, so system, interface, port 1. So probably you're going to see telnet is also added in the list. So how to delete? GUI, it's very easy. CLI probably you have to be extra careful, but GUI is very easy. So my job has been done. My interface has been changed from DHCP to static. This is the first task. After changing the interface, I assign the IP address on that particular interface. I just allow some management services which was missing. Let's suppose telnet I want. I just showcase the example so you guys can understand. What next? The next is I have to go from the PC and I have to configure the IP address. So I'll go in my PC. This is a Windows server I'm using for this lab. So I will go in the network. So change adapter setting. And I will go here. I'll go in the property. And I will go in the IP people and here I'll assign the IP address. So that is the IP address. One IP I given here. Cable is connected. This cable is RJ45 cable. Okay. And this is my PC IP address. So I'll go here and assign the IP address. 192.168.10.10. This is my subnet mask. Gateway you might be required. Oh, sorry, this IP is not 10.10. This is going to be 11. In this case, gateway is not required. It's not mandatory. But if you want to give, it is going to work. There is no problem. Because they're in the same broadcast domain, so gateway is not required. So I will just click OK. And I'll click OK. Okay. Now you see, so I can basically click no and I'm fine. Now I'll go here in the CMD. IP config. And this is my IP address 192.168.10.11. So I'll ping my FortiGate Firewall IP address, that is 192.168.10.10. 192.168.10.10. So you can see it's pinging. So now we have the connectivity, means my PC is able to reach to my firewall. Now what next? The next step, I will go and try to log in this firewall from the GUI, that is from the browser. Okay, so just wait from here. So this is my 10.10, and probably because this is the trial version of the firewall, so your by default HTTPS services is not enabled. So it is going to be work on the HTTP service. So you just have to do HTTP://192.168.10.10, and then you just have to press the enter. So you can see now I have the firewall dashboard. So in this firewall dashboard, you have to again put the username. That's the admin. Okay. And the password is also going to be admin. So my admin password is going to be there. So now this is like you just have to ignore, right? And then it is going to be. So you see, I'm in the FortiOS 7.0. So now I'm in the FortiGate firewall. And in this FortiGate firewall, you can see whatever the interface we configure from the CLI, that is also going to be there. So let me show you. So I'll go in the network.
Hi. What is the first steps to be, configure the firewall? The step by steps.
Yes, I'm going to tell you.
Um,
So very first step, right? You have the virtual firewall. That interface which we discussed, right? This interface by default is going to be DHCP. So
okay.
you have to log in this from the PC. So very first step, we have to change the interface from DHCP to static.
Static and put the IP.
And then put the IP. If you're not going to change, the IP is not going to allow to put there.
Okay. This is first step.
That is the first step. Once you put the IP address, you have to make sure all the required services are allowed. Like
Okay.
HTTPS, HTTP. By default, everything was allowed. I just add telnet to just showcase. In case you want to add or delete something, I'm going to show you how it is possible, CLI and GUI both. But here you want to allow, let's suppose I want to allow only 3 services. Okay. I don't want this telnet and FortiGate. So what I'll do that, I will go here, config, system interface. Okay. Edit port 1. And after that, I will just copy these 3 services I want. So the moment
Okay.
I'll put these 3, these 2 will go out. Let me do that. Now if I go and check show system interface port 1, see only these 4 services are there. Telnet and FMG 40 manager has been gone.
Has been gone from that particular port.
Yes, that particular port. Again, you want to add it, right? Then how it is, you can do that. You just go there and you have to copy entire thing again. Means you have to type manually, or you just right now you can type, or you can just copy and paste. So now you do that. Now you can just go so system interface.
हर एक इंटरफेस के मतलब अलाउ करना पड़ेगा क्या हर एक इंटरफेस?
यस मैम, एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि बाय डिफॉल्ट जो हमारे इंटरफेस होते हैं उनमें जो ये सर्विसेज ये अलाउ होती हैं, देखिए बताते हैं ना, ये टेलनेट को छोड़ के ना बाकी सारी अलाउ होती हैं बाय डिफॉल्ट, ये छोड़कर। तो अगर टेलनेट चाहिए तभी आपको अलाउ करना है, नहीं चाहिए तो बाकी सारे अलाउ होते हैं। लेकिन जो
हर एक इंटरफेस का करना है?
हाँ, सारे इंटरफेस पे आपको चाहिए होता है कई बार, कई बार नहीं भी चाहिए होता है। सो इफ यू नीड देन यू हैव टू डू दैट। अगर आपको नहीं चाहिए देन यू कैन लीव इट। और भी आसान तरीका बताता हूँ आगे कैसे। CLIs हो गया, राइट? ये तो थोड़ा सा कमांड याद करने वाली बात है, जस्ट हैव टू रिमेंबर द कमांड्स, बट इफ आई गो इन द GUI इट्स गोइंग टू वेरी इजी। अभी मैं दिखाता हूँ कैसे होता है। सो लेट्स सपोज if I want to do this the same from the GUI, so कैसे होगा? I have to go in the interface and see this is my port. In this port, if you go here, let me just do some resolution size. Okay, it's already in high resolution. I will open later on my browser, so it is going to be more. So you can see this is the port 1. If you go in this port, you have the different services. So if I want to allow or deny certain services, so I'll click on the port 1. After clicking on the port 1, your port is going to be open, configuration of port is going to be open, and then see, you have the HTTP services, you have the HTTP services, SSH services, ping services, telnet services. You can even enable the FMT, SNMP radius. But right now you don't want this telnet services. And this might be which one? Forti manager access. So you can just uncheck here and click it here. The moment you will do that, you click OK. What happened? Your only four services is going to be there. What are those four services? That is going to be your ping. You can see ping, SSH, and HTTP and HTTPS. So if you go in the FortiGate firewall again and just port 1, you see. Even again, I want to add it back. So I just go here and click here, edit configuration. So I can just again check those box and then it is going to be added. So I'll just simply, if I want to this, see telnet gone. Telnet is not available now. Telnet you have to always add manually. GUI not support telnet. So you have to add CLI, then it is going to reflect. But if I want to add the Forti manager access, so I click it here again, and then it is going to be. This is known as the administrative management services. Means what services we are allowed on the interface. Means अगर मैं यहाँ से ping कर रहा हूँ, right? Let's take an example. In this firewall, I'm able to ping. Okay, I am pinging this interface. Take an example. So this ping is one type of the ICMP services. But what happened? If I go my FortiGate firewall from CLI or GUI, either way, और मैं जाकर यहाँ से if I disable the ping, then what is going to happen? Let's say if I disable the ping, I'll go here and I just disable the ping and click OK. Okay. Then what happened? Still, I will access this firewall. The firewall services is not disrupted, but I lost the access of the ping. Ping is not working, but still I can do everything on the firewall. Why? Because HTTP services is enabled on my firewall. If you go here, you see my HTTP services is enabled, but only ping is disabled. So that's why I'm not able to ping my firewall. So my firewall is going to work perfectly fine, how it was working earlier, but my ping services is not going to work. Just wait for a while. If I again want to reback the ping services from this interface, so only this interface ping services is not working. But if I want to regain the access, then probably I have to go on this port. And I have to click on the ping. The moment I will click on the ping, I'll click OK. You will see magic is going to be happen. Your ping is start going to work. So this is how you can block the ping, allow the ping any services. Clear? Is it clear to everyone? Any doubt till here? What I have done in the very small lab. Archana, आपको समझ में आया?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
All right. Thanks, Asif. What about the Ayappan? You got it? John, Kismat, you guys are get it? Any questions?
I have one question though.
Yes, please. पूछो क्या question? What question?
As a lower based firewall like 40F, there is no management port. Okay. Use a port number 1 as a management and configure as a, and we will access from GUI. But can we access the port number 2 as a management port?
Yes. Yes, we can do that. So let's take an example. I just disconnect this firewall. Okay. And now I'm going to connect this firewall with this PC. This time I'm going to use the port 2. So what I have to do that? First of all, I have the IP conflict on this port. Or let me just do one thing. Let me wipe out this entire configuration. So there is no configuration. I'll make the brand new firewall. So now I connected my port to just access the firewall from the port 2, not port 1. So one problem has been sorted. Can you just someone tell me what problem has been sorted? कोई बता सकता है कि क्या प्रॉब्लम अभी सॉल्व हो गया पोर्ट 2 पे कनेक्ट करते ही जो पोर्ट 1 पे थी? एनीवन कैन यू थिंक?
IP conflict.
नो नो नो, अभी नया फायरवॉल है, बट अगर नया फायरवॉल में पोर्ट 1 इफ आई गोइंग टू कनेक्ट, देन व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम?
Yeah,
DHCP.
that's
There is the auto DHCP mode.
Yes,
There is
yes,
yes,
the
yes.
yes.
static mode.
So in port 1, this is what I want to listen. DHCP was enabled. So first, if you want to assign the manual IP, you have to disable. But on the port 2, do we require this? The answer is no, because it's already on static. So you go and assign the direct IP address. So let's see how it is going to happen. So if I go here, if I just go on the firewall, let me reconnect the firewall again. And this is the now brand new firewall again. There is no configuration. So I'll go here again, admin, no password, put enter, again put the new password, admin, admin. And now say yes. So system interface. You see this port 1 is still DHCP, no IP address. Port 2 is static. So now I want to use the port 2 as a management port. So first I don't have to change from DHCP to static. It's already static. So I can directly go on the interface. Config system interface. And I will go edit port not 1. I have to type manually port 2 and set IP 192.168.10.10/24 and and you just go and show system interface. You see your IP has been allowed. Now to access the firewall, what services required from the GUI? Can somebody tell me? If I want to access this firewall from the PC, so what minimum services we required on this particular interface so I can access from the GUI browser?
HTTPS, HTTP.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure on this interface, these two services must be allowed. Then only we can access. This is going to be port 80. This is going to work on 443. This is the non-secure. And this is going to be secure. So you have to make sure these two services must be allowed on the port 2. How can verify? So for that, we have to type the command port 2. Do you have the services allowed? The answer is no. Why it was allowed on the port 1? Can someone guess? Why it was on the port 1? There is no port 2. Any answer? Any best guess?
Because port 1 acts as a management port.
Yes, that's the correct. So port 1, as told, means the any port which is act as a management interface, right? Act as a MGMT interface that by default below services will be allowed. क्या होगा? That's the HTTP, ping, HTTPS, right? You have the SSH and FG 40 manager access, FMG access. These all 5 services by default allowed. So अर्चना आप पूछ रहे थे आप मेरे से कि सर हर इंटरफेस पे करना पड़ता है क्या? सो अगर आपको हर इंटरफेस पे ये सारी सर्विसेज चाहिए, सो यू हैव टू डू एवरी इंटरफेस. बट अगर मैनेजमेंट इंटरफेस है तो ये 5 चीजें बाय डिफॉल्ट आपकी अलाउ ही रहेगी. मेक सेंस? अभी समझ में आ रहा है सबको? क्लियर?
I think for security reasons जो main access जिसपे public IP पड़ता है उस पे HTTP या HTTPS ही शायद SSH enable करते हैं.
Right. So that's why just to make sure any public facing interface, that's management is going to be public facing interface. So you have to make sure only allow, that's the best recommendation, these services. You should allow ping, that's fine because you want to ping the port. So ping is fine. Some case ping is also blocked.
Yes.
And HTTPS. These two services only be allowed. Why? They are very secure. So now I want to access this firewall.
Or either we can go for a global net and VPN access करके, then we can access our to enable the VPN and that this connect to the public IP access.
That's also correct, right? Makes sense. So
बस कैसे करेंगे we don't know because I'm an IT manager. I could not do everything from my
okay,
itself.
I will tell. When we start the I will tell. Don't worry. I will give that.
I know the concept that how it could be, but but I cannot do the programmings and the configurations on every setup.
I will tell for this FortiGate because we are targeting the FortiGate. So I will cover everything. Even you have the remote from the VPN, how it is going to happen. So
And what we are going to learn is for the industry standard as per.
yes, that's completely as industry standard. That's not something theoretically. That's the actual real practical things we're going to learn here. What will be
And
for you?
and the practical lab is for a lifetime.
No, lab is going to be 2 months, right? That's not possible lifetime for lab because that's required the huge resources, right?
Okay.
But lab is going to be next 2 months. You are going to be access and recordings, study material that is going to be lifetime for you. Whatever.
Recording and study materials. And
So, Vishal,
in
lab
case
will be
we want,
starting by this days, or
Sorry.
when lab gonna be starting at which day? Like, is it going to be after 2 months or?
No, you can take whatever you want to means choose a date. From that date, it is going to be started. Let's suppose you want to take tomorrow. So from tomorrow, it's going to be 2 months. Okay. Or might be you
Okay,
take after
okay.
1 month, that again 2 months is going to be your duration. So you have to decide when you want to,
so nowadays I have a 10 days because before going to office. Is it possible? Can I complete by at least one of the firewall in 10 days?
Yeah, you can start doing the configuration, whatever I'm doing right now in the classes, because most thing we are going to do in the lab. 70% thing you're going to do in the lab and 30% theoretical. This is how we are going to complete our learning. Because
Okay.
lab is most important. Theory, I know that's very important, and theory is mandatory for the every topic. But lab
नहीं
is super important because
नहीं, बस हमें स्टेप्स पता होना चाहिए कि सबसे पहले अगर नया फायरवॉल है तो क्या क्या करना है.
so that's what I'm saying, na, from
Yeah.
yes. So that's why I'm starting from the very zero. So you guys
Hmm.
don't have to struggle. You have to just follow my steps. We will give the lab guide also. You have recordings. Whatever I'm doing here, you just have to follow the same steps. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So let's move. Okay. So now, if
वन
yes, Archana.
वन करें अगर सपोज हम जैसे फायरवॉल फॉल्टी हो जाता है तो हम उसको रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं तो क्या प्रोसेस सेम रहेगा?
हाँ, प्रोसेस सेम रहेगा, लेकिन उसमें मैं बताऊंगा कि इन केस फायरवॉल इज गोइंग टू फॉल्टी, अर्चना, ठीक है. सो अगर फायरवॉल फॉल्टी होता है तो हम क्या करते हैं कि वी टेक द बैकअप ऑफ द कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. ठीक है. सो हम इस बैकअप कॉन्फ़िगरेशन को नए फायरवॉल में डाल देंगे तो सारा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑटोमेटिक हो जाएगा.
एक चीज और मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ दैट इज एसोसिएटेड विद दिस. क्या हम जो लैब एनवायरनमेंट में प्रैक्टिकल है क्या हमारा एचए में है या सिंगल बैकअप
सब
सिंगल
है,
में ही है?
सब. वी हैव द HA, आसिफ.
ओके.
We have the single, everything we have. Don't worry about that. So you can see we have the HA setups also. But
ओके.
for HA, we have to go in advance. We have the VPN setup also. What you're talking about, how the client side VPN is going to happen.
ओके.
We have the multi-valence lab also, right? So we have the multiple design for the lab. We have the AD VPN lab also. You
do
can
we
see
have do we have the VRF? Do we have the VRF?
why VRF is required in the FortiGate. FortiGate doesn't support the VRF.
No, I mean this is the zonings that is going to support by the firewall, but do we have some VRF lives in the switching systems?
Switching you can do, VLAN you can configure. VRF
Hmm.
doesn't support the
No,
FortiGate.
VRF is the VLAN is fine. Let's suppose that someone environment have the VRF. So how that VRF connect to the zone firewall?
Definitely, I'll explain. VRF you can configure, and we can just merge the VRF to the FortiGate firewall via that interface configuration. That is doable. You don't have to worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
But FortiGate firewall, you can create the VLANs, that you cannot create the VRF. Okay.
Hi. Yes, I know. We know that.
Okay. So now I believe question has been done, right? So Archana, right, you got this. So in backup scenario, I will tell how to take the backup, how to take the daily basis like recovery configuration revision number. So we'll discuss this all things. But there is a process we can do that. There is no problem. So still you can see the FortiGate firewall still from this PC. If I'm trying to log in this PC, it's not pinging because we do not have the allow the services that is the HTTP. And even I try to log in this firewall from the GUI, it is not going to work. Let me show you. Even I'm going to from the browser and try to log in this, it is never going to work. Why? Because we do not have the, what happened to this browser? Let me open it again. Let me try again. So if I go here, HTTP. I don't know why it's not coming. History. Okay, let me try from this way. So it is not going to work because we don't have the services enabled. So now what I can do that I will go here on the FortiGate Firewall, and after that I will enable some services on this interface. So I will go admin. I will put the password admin. So system interface. Port 2. There is no services. So you go config system interface. Edit port 2. Set allowance, right? SSH. You want to allow the ping, HTTPS, HTTP. If you want to enable telnet, you can do that also. But I need this all, and now if I go here, so system interface, you can see the configuration has been done, but you click the port 2, you have these many services allowed. Now if you go in the window PC, you can see we have the access of the firewall because it was trying and now we have the access. So I'll put the username. Some of my keyboard is not working. I don't know what happened. Okay, let me try with the virtual keyboard. On a screen keyboard. So I'll click here, I'll put the admin. Okay, now it's taking my keyboard also. So I will go here and put the admin again. And you see it is login. And this was already not pinging and should start ping as well. Hey, why it's not pinging still? Ping is allowed, right? Should ping. Let me try again. Yeah, so it's pinging now. Earlier it was just stuck, but now it started pinging. So you guys see, even I can take the access. Who asked this question? I forgot the name. But you can see like this is accessible without any problem. Clear?
Yes, I got it.
All right. So this is how you guys can take the access. Now I'll stop this lab and
is it possible to get the access from WAN side also?
yes, definitely. The earlier we did the WAN, that is a port 1 acting as the WAN. So we did the lab earlier, that's from the WAN only. So let me show you how we can do that from the WAN. Let me do another lab. So this is the day 0 lab, right? How we could take the firewall access. Now we have to do the access from the port 1, right? That's port 1 is going to get IP address from the DHCP and we have to log in from the PC. So let me open this. So let's think this is my lab, okay? But this time the port 1 is connected on the WAN port. This is my PC. Let's suppose this is my Linux PC. Just think about it. And this Linux PC might be going to take IP address from the same DHCP server. And this port also have the same IP address from DHCP server. So they are going to stay in the same LAN network, or means same WAN network, not LAN. So if they have the same subnet IP address, they can reach to each other and they are going to talk to each other. So how it is going to happen? Let me tell you. So right now,
I mean, one NIC, for suppose that your Linux PC is sitting on the NIC server, NIC room, and the second IP belongs to the same subnet.
yes, that's the WAN. Let's suppose this is your ISP.
Yes, this is the ISP. Yeah.
This is the ISP. It will auto assign the IP address to this via the DHCP. Okay. This also assign the IP from the DHCP for this NIC. So they're going to get a similar subnet IP address.
Can we go through this DHCP still of the static? Because most of the
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that
Okay.
DHCP only.
Yes.
I'm going to talk because WAN this time we are going to use, but now I'm not going to assign any IP address manually and see how it is going to be possible.
Okay.
Okay, so now if I go and open the this FortiGate firewall,
Why I'm asking this because every time ISPs हमें क्या करता है, हमें static IP देता है, एक IP network अपनी तरफ डाल देता है, दूसरा बोलता है firewall के WAN interface पे डाल के you can configure your local network.
I agree. I do agree. But let me show you here. So this is my FortiGate firewall. I can just open it. Okay. Put enter, right? And just go here. By the way, Decimus Tech. What's your name? DTech. What's your name? Mass Tech. You asked this question, right?
I'm Asif.
Yeah, there's a DJ here.
Okay,
English
DG Mass.
managed.
Okay, DG Mass. Okay, all right. So here I'll go here. Asif, you asked the question right, but DG also asked. So there is no password. I will give the new password, and I'll just put it here. So now you go here and see. So system interface. You see, this is getting automatic IP address. This time I haven't done anything. Asif, got my answer? Means how this is getting the IP address?
Yes, yes.
Time, because this server have the capability to assign the IP address. This network, we have the internal GoNet network. This network have the capability to assign the IP address. So because this is the DHCP client. So what happened? DHCP client always follow the DORA process. What is DORA process? Discovery, offer, request, acknowledgement. So it's keep trying somebody give me IP address. Somebody give me the IP address. So this is capable. Earlier PC was not capable. So who
Yeah,
was
this is
not
this is fine. Actually, the actual scenario, the IP subnets pool have been given by the ISP, and for example, 14.139.48.19.192. So 192 is the network, 193 the setup at their end, 194 that you guys have set up at your end, and I think the total 240 subnet means that 16 total IP address. The usable is 14 public IP addresses has been given. Now that after that said, and I see that you can use it, configure it according to your requirement.
right. Okay. So now I believe everyone get that how this is getting the IP address. So you in your lab also, you don't have to assign always IP address, right? For this interface. You don't have to assign this IP address on your interface. You just have to connect your cable to that particular cloud, or might be it is going to be always connected in your lab, and this is going to get automatic IP address. Okay, that's the one thing. Now this Linux PC you just have to open, and even this Linux PC also going to get IP address. Let me go and open that. So what is the username? It is written here. It's a root and password is tour. So I'll go here root and the password is going to be tour. I'll put it the password. So just wait for a while. It's going to be take few seconds more. Now you see it's coming the screen. So now I'm the Linux machine. Now how we can check what is IP address of this particular PC? So you just have to run the command if config. So you see if config is showing your this interface is getting the IP address is 192.168.1.45 and your firewall is getting IP address 44. They are the same subnet /24 here /24 here. So now Arshna, you tell me if I ping from this PC to this firewall IP address, is it going to ping or not? अर्चना बता सकती हैं आप और माइट बी अजित यू टेल मी अगर दोनों सेम सबनेट में हैं ये पिंग हो पाएंगे नहीं हो पाएंगे
होना तो चाहिए सेम सबमिट में है तो
चलो
Same
ठीक
subnet,
है
same
लेट्स
sub.
सपोज सेम सबनेट में होना चाहिए राइट दैट्स मेक लॉजिक सेम सबनेट एक दूसरा क्वेश्चन है मैं नहीं चाहता हूं कि ये पिंग हो तो आप क्या करोगे ऐसा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इस FortiGate पे कि पिंग ना हो
पिंग को
So ping.
डिसेबल कर देंगे
Yeah, we can add rule.
ICMP डिसेबल करेंगे
दैट्स करेक्ट अर्चना डिड यू गेट दैट by default management interface the rule is not required as of now, right? So by default this is a management acting as a management port 1. This is a WAN port also. This having the ping services enabled, we have the HTTP enabled, we have the HTTPS enabled, we have the SSH enabled, and we have the Forti manager access enabled. These only 1 2 3 4 5 access is enabled, right? So by default, there is the same subnet should ping. That's correct. Make logic. But if I want to disable the ping, I need to disable the ping from the management interface. Then it is going to be disabled. Okay, that's true. Everyone agree with me? Give me thumbs up or likho. Yes, I understand. So let me try
Yes.
to ping this IP address. And what was IP address? 144. Okay. So this is pingable. Now I want to access this from the GUI. Just open the browser from here. Browser, I'll open that. I can just stop it. So now you can see this is the browser. This is a Kali Linux machine, and I'll just go and try HTTP, and I'll give the IP address 192.168.1.44. And it is going to open my firewall. I just have to put admin, and then firewall is going to be logged in. So now I'm logging this firewall from my WAN interface, and it is absolutely working fine. There's no problem at all. So if you want to do any configuration on this firewall, you can do now. Similarly, because I'm in the LAN, even my PC have the same IP subnet. If you go here and you just check it, what is my IP address? So I have the same subnet. So probably you're going to find somewhere my PC having the same subnet IP address. It's very difficult sometimes to find the IP address. But it is going to be there somewhere. If you guys are able to see, let me know. So which interface this is going to be happen? This is Apipa 1. Okay, anyhow, if I just try to ping the firewall, it is going to be ping. Because I know this is my same network. See, not pinging. Let me check. No, I'm not same network. Let me change. There is minor disruptions, but it is going to be changed. Just hold on. Stay here. Network, I connected the office LAN. Earlier I was in different LAN. So now you can see I'm able to ping. So if I'm able to ping, then I can do whatever I want to do from my connectivity point because I'm able to ping. So let me refresh this browser because network has been changed. So it is going to be reconnect the server again. So I will log in from Kali Linux machine. You guys can log in here, but I can go here and log in this firewall directly from my browser. So you can see this is my FortiGate firewall and I can log in it. Okay. Now, so this is actually I logged in from my PC. So you have the clear view, very nice view, but you guys have to do all testing from this virtual PC because you're not going to be staying in the unit office for the LAN network. So probably it is not going to be same flavor, but you guys can access from this PC, you can access from this server, from everywhere. Now, once I have the particular section, again, we have the network. And this time we are on the port, that's the port 1. You can see what services is enabled here. Any services you want to disable, you can disable. You want to configure more thing, you can do the configuration as well. Now, coming back to the very important thing. Once you have the firewall access, you are going to see that how many ports are available right now. So technically, in my firewall, we can connect the 24 ports, right? You can see, but these are not supported by this virtual firewall. Only 4 ports are getting supported. 1, 2, 3. That's why they're saying the green. Out of these 4 ports, because why it's going the green? Because they are the virtual ports. VNICs are there. But only 1 port have the IP address raised or unassigned, right? So this is how you can see the port. But if you want to assign any IP address, let's suppose this, you want to change the IP address again. Let's suppose this is configured from DHCP. Earlier from the GUI, if I want to change the IP address from the DHCP to manual, I have to type the lot of command. You guys remember? But let's suppose I don't want to type the command. Now again, I have taken the GUI access of the firewall, but I want to change my DHCP to manual. Just you have to click this one. Let me first run this command. Show system interface. So port, what is the port? 1. So you can see this is the DHCP, mode is DHCP. But the moment I will just click on the manual, everything is going to be same. IP I'm not changing, services I'm not changing, only changing the mode. So I don't have to remember the command as well. I don't have to remember the command. So I'll just click OK. OK. Still I can access the firewall, But the magic is going to happen here. The DHCP will be the gone. See, the DHCP has been gone, and this interface as a become a static interface. So if you want to see again, so system interface, and you see it's known as a static. Clear? So even how to change the mode type from the GUI. Again, you want to change the DHCP, you have to click here. So this is how you want to change the IP address, you can change. But if you change the IP address, this interface, you are going to lose the firewall access. So you might be have to log in the new IP address.
So the first step is to be, the management IP access has been done. What did be the second step?
I didn't understand means.
I mean, the first steps to be configuring of the management port, okay, of the new box. The second step is after that, for going for a static route or some interface configuration.
So we did na very
Yeah.
routing
Yes.
we'll do later, okay? But
Okay.
as of now, what we're trying to understand how we can take the GUI access of firewall, okay?
Okay.
Via static IP configuration, right?
Okay.
Via dynamic IP configurations. In case I want to change and play around with the management services on the interface, then how it is going to happen.
Okay.
That's the basic thing we're trying to do that just for the management level. Still, we are not touching any static routing, dynamic routing, policy, NAT, nothing we are touching as of now.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Now moving to the again dashboard. So whenever you're going to log in this firewall, okay, so you are going to land on the dashboard. This is the dashboard is going to be there. In this dashboard, you are going to find what is the host name of the firewall. So you can see here, it is showing that the host name of the firewall. This is the host name. This is the serial number of the firewall. This is the OS version of the firewall. The mode of firewall is NAT. What is that? I will explain later. System time. What is the time? What is date of the firewall? Since when this firewall is up? So that is going to be get here. WAN IP it's showing unknown, right? And you have the license. So we have the evolution license here, right? So it's going to be valid for 30 days. After 30 days, you have to again refresh the license. Right now you can see how many CPU are allocated, how many RAM are allocated, right? So this is the virtual machine capability. FortiGate Cloud we'll discuss later. Security Fabric we'll discuss later. Or administrator, you can see. So you log in with the super admin, that's a user, and that is the HTTP method you log in. One connection with the console also. So we have the HTTP. Why 2? Can someone tell me why 2 showing here? Why it's showing 2? Anyone?
Because it is connected with the,
It is connected with the my PC and it is connected with this
yes,
Linux
yes.
also.
This is showing the loggings information.
Yes, yes. So it is showing the 2 because it's connected with the 2 device. Console 1 because console is just 1 we connected here. This is the console. That's why showing the console is just showing the 1 here. Forti Explorer, there's nothing coming, but this is the user is super admin. What is super user? We'll discuss later. You can see the current firewall CPU utilizations, current firewall memory utilizations, session how many there, right? So these are we
मेरा
have.
एक सवाल था एक्चुअली हम कभी कभी फायरवॉल जब देखते हैं तो क्या हम फायरवॉल में ये भी देख सकते हैं कि बंदा कौन सी एप्लीकेशन यूज कर रहा है, उस एप्लीकेशंस में कितनी बैंडविड्थ आ रही है और किस टाइम तक उसने आईपी एक्सेस करी? क्या लॉगिंग से रिलेटेड हम कुछ पढ़ेंगे इसमें?
Yes, definitely. Means especially means किसने login किया, what log, what changes.
फॉर सिक्योरिटी, साइबर सिक्योरिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि फॉर एग्जांपल हम कैसे, आई मीन एक आईपी है, उस आईपी को कैसे हम ट्रेस आउट करें
all
फॉर थ्रू अ फायरवॉल?
all log is going to be created when you go and see who login, what login, username, सब कुछ we are going to get there. So you can see
Okay.
you can see this user login via port. What is the source IP address this user? You can see. This is
195. So can we get the MAC address through this IP?
definitely you can get the MAC address also because if you have the same LAN network, same switch, you can get the MAC address also.
Okay.
This PC connected with two method, either via the LAN or WLAN. Both
Okay.
address is going
Wow.
to be on the table on the switch MAC table.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get if you have the IP address, you can trace the MAC. There is no problem. But
Sure.
every credential is going to be available. Who available? So right now console you cannot find who connected to console because you have to go in the data center or server room. So who enters in server room, that only get the console access. That information is not. But somebody is logging with HTTP, somebody is logging with HTTPS, that IP is going to be captured. If you have the IP, that user might be connected directly with the switch with that way.
Okay.
Or might be it is connected with the AP.
Yeah, AP.
Wireless. Okay, this is the AP. So if you even connect to the AP, then MAC table is going to be created. So you're going to trace the MAC address also. That's also possible, Asif.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Vishal, I have a question about like if suppose if we are connected with a link and how we can track the usage of that link. Is it gonna be like the data for a week or a month? How we can
Which link?
just
Bandwidth
sorry?
utilization, I think he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So bandwidth utilization is going to be there here. We have there is two method. By default, firewall is going to capture. You can change the setting also, 30 days data. Okay. Sometime even 1 year data, depend the model of the firewall, or you can just customize also. Another way,
How we can do for 30 days if you just show us, that would be better. Yeah.
I will show. I will show. We have to do a
Okay.
system configuration later on. The system configuration, we have a lot of things, right? We have the
Sure.
separations and everything. So I'll explain like how it is going to port and all going to be configured. So you have to understand a lot of things later, but I will explain. But
Vishal, is it possible that I have a 10 days free, can I learn Palo Alto first?
so you enroll for the Palo Alto or both, or like how it is?
I just wanted to go with all. I mean Palo Alto 40 and the F5.
Both session is going to run
Uh,
Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. There are 3 day for the Palo Alto and 3 day Monday, Wednesday and Friday for the FortiGate. So I'm going
and
to take alternate day daily basis.
what will be the timing actually, and how much time, I
9,
mean, we can complete this Palo Alto?
9:30, 9:30. Both
Nine,
modules going to be finished in the same duration also.
3 months,
No, not 3 months. It is going to be finished within 2 months.
within 2 months.
Yes, both module is going to be happen finished because both are going to run parallelly. So
Because office from is 9 to 5, so 9 to 6, 6:30. Sometime, meeting goes on. So it's typical to me to join the sessions. So that is why I'm asking, is there any, way that I can,
okay,
attend the
so what
classes?
we can do, we can discuss later on offline.
Yeah,
For maybe
sure.
you can reach out to counselor. They will help you on that. Okay, definitely.
Okay, okay,
And there are multiple way you can do that. There is no problem.
okay, okay.
All right. So now, any other questions, guys? Right? Because we have seen like we on the dashboard, so we have some basic information. Now on the dashboard, let's suppose on a status tab, you want to see something, and you don't want to see something. Then how we can do that? Let's suppose you don't want to see this one. So you just go here and remove from here. It is going to remove. You want to see in the 3 columns. You just click it here. See, it is going to bigger now. You want to make the smaller again. You just click 2. It is going to be smaller now again. You want to drag and drop here. You can drag and drop here. You want to drag this one also here. You can do that. You want to just minimize here in 1 column. You can do that, and you want to drag here. You can do that. So this is a very, drag and drop feature. You can always customize your dashboard. Whatever you want to see in top, you can do that. Or you want to drag and drop anything from anywhere, you can do that. Not only this, let's suppose you remove some information. What we remove, I forgot. Let me remove purposefully. I remove this memory utilizations, okay? But I want to add it back again, just for my, viewpoint of view. So how you can do that? You just search here, memory. Memory usage is going to there. Another way, memory, it is going to be under the system. You can just go here and you're going to find the memory under the system. So, sorry, resource usage, memory usage. So what you can do that, you just have to click it again and add widget. You click it. Once you're done, see your memory is going to be added somewhere. Now it's a 3 columns. You want to make the 1 column. You can just click and you can just again put it here. It is going to be there. So you can remove, you can add. Right now, only how many widgets we have? 3, 5, and 3, 8. But I want to add more. What I want to see on my dashboard? I want to see, let's suppose, DHCP usage. So I can click DHCP. It is going to show the DHCP. I want to see, let's suppose, routing information. Just click on the routing. It is going to show my routing on my dashboard. So anything you want to see the CPU users, sessions, memory we already done, right? Firewall users. So there is no firewall users, but you want to see that on dashboard, it is done. So I added 3 things. If I go again down, you're going to find DHCP. You want to see in more, there is no entry because we are not using the DHCP as of now. So firewall is not acting as a DHCP server. Firewall is getting IP address from a different DHCP server, but this firewall is not acting. Routing, we have one route. That is my default route, not default route, connected route we have. There is no default route, right? And firewall user, we don't have any user also. So this is how you can add the widgets. You can delete the widgets from your firewall point of view. Okay. So I hope you guys understand what is the meaning of the widgets and how we can remove and delete. Any doubt in this particular dashboard in status? Any question? All good?
No,
Answer?
no, as of now.
Okay. Thank you, Asif. And thank you, everyone. Now, after this status dashboard, we have the security and we have the network and we have the user. So what is security? Status is going to collection of the all kind of the widgets. Whatever you want to see that is going to be there. But in security, you can be specific, only security related dashboard information is going to be there. If I just click it here, then you're going to find we have the vulnerability detections, host scan summary, we have threat level, we have compromised host verdicts. So more or less your cyber security or network security related data is going to be there. So you don't have to go status and you have to add every time to get the information. It's better you just go in the security. After going in security, you are going to find that informations for any kind of the details. But still you want to add, you want to see in this security region, you want to see DHCP detail. It is also possible. You can do that. It's not like you cannot customize, but it is not recommended. You can see now DHCP is available. But recommended, if you have the security sections, you always go and add the security related things. Means what can be security related thing? Means you can add the fabric, security fabric, you can add it. Network not required. You can add these advanced threat prevention, you can add it. That makes sense for me, okay? I can add like quarantine user, right? That can be, I can add any quarantine user is going to be there or not. So this is going to give me the more flavor of the quarantine user, advanced threat preventions method. So those are going to be added here. Similarly, if you move in the network sections, so this is typically for the network. Means you can do the routing related stuffs here. Means check the, see, SD-WAN is network stuff. IPsec is network stuff. SLVPN is network stuff. BGP OSPF is going to be network stuff. So if you go in the network, you can see we have the IPsec routing. Routing protocol is static, dynamic, BGP path, OSPF neighbor. Anything you want to see, it is going to be there. You want to add more network related stuffs. If I go here and I want to add the BGP neighbors also, it is going to show me. If I want to add just routing, static and dynamic, it is going to show. So anything related to network, I can just go in this section. I can go the network related thing. See? So now status is collection of the all type, whatever you want to wish to customize dashboard information, it is going to be there. Start security is going to be more about security. Network is going to be more about network. Now user and devices. This is something where which user connected to the firewall, which devices connected with the firewall, which kind of the client we connected to, what is the NAC devices we have, their MAC addresses, device inventory. Right now we nothing have. Later I will show you. When we do the lab, when we integrate these devices, आप लोग यहाँ पे log दिखेगा and you guys going to get that. किस तरीके से devices होती हैं and then going to be connected. So it's all about the user. So we cover these all 4 and I hope it's pretty much clear to everyone why we are using these all 4 sections. Because we have to move further these sections. So what are these sections? These are the more specific for your source IP address, source port number, destination IP address, destination port number, applications, website widget, which policy it is hitting, and which session it is hitting. Means even you want to add few more things, it is also possible. You want to see DHCP related stuffs. In this tab, say DHCP monitoring, also very dedicated DHCP is going to be there only. So if you want to remove, you can remove DHCP from here also, delete monitor. So you can customize this dashboard, customize some tabs, remove some tabs, but By default, this all is going to be there. And this 40 source is going to be more about your all source packets coming from the user. Right now, nothing, but I'll show you later on which destination it is going on. It is also going to be there. Which 40 application it is hitting, that is also going to be there. Which 40 website it is going to be hit, it is also going to be there. Which 40 view policy, all policy information is going to be there. All session is going to be there. So ये सारी चीजें we'll explore one by one later. But yes, we can see these all information here. Any questions, any doubt, or we are good till here in dashboard point of view? Because we have to do on daily basis on the dashboard related stuffs. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know.
In security, can we get the data of intrusion prevention and intrusion detection?
Yes, so firewall have the feature that's IPS and IDS. That's both feature is available, intrusion prevention, intrusion detections. So we'll see later on how it is going to be there in this firewall. In Cisco ASA, that is a dedicated module, but this is going to be covered in the security profile. So this is the all intrusion, virus is intrusion category. You want to do any web filtering, DNS filtering, intrusion preventions, you want to do that. This is IPS, right? File filtering, application control, application signature, IPS signature, IPS, IDS. So you have the action. IPS is going to be prevent, IDS is going to detect and going to give the logs. So we'll cover later on how it is going to configure, how it is going to apply, and how you can test it.
Okay, got
I
it.
have a basic question, Vishal. This is about not about the dashboard. I had a question about like if you are migrating a firewall in a specific environment inside the production area. So what things needs to be taken care? The subnet's gonna be remain same. So what we need to do
So
basically
it
on that?
depends, which firewall migration you're talking means. Can you tell me the platform to platform, which platform you're talking?
Yeah, I'm talking about 100D to 101F.
Means the FortiGate to FortiGate, right?
Yeah, correct.
That's going to very straightforward, right? If
So what are the various way we can try to do? So is it like something we're gonna copy the configurations and build it up and put it on the same thing, or because
you,
I don't have any VLAN
what's
change
your
on that.
source firewall? Sorry,
Sorry.
what is your source firewall?
Okay,
Means I'm asking, what is your source firewall?
that's 100D.
100D. And where you want to upgrade destination?
101F.
101F, right? So they are slightly have the differences, not more than that. Okay. Almost they are the same families. They are slightly data set if you're going to read. Some feature are going to be there. So
Easily migrated.
yes. So very first thing, the nature of the firewall is same. Almost port type is same. What is going to be required? You have to make sure this firewall have the backup of the configuration. This is the very first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have the backup, right? This firewall have the similar license what this firewall have. So licensing you have to do that. If there is no license, it is not going to work because they are the same family members, so they have the similar type of the port.
Just configure the same, I think. मेरा कहना ये है कि सब पहले कॉन्फ़िगर कर लें बिफोर रिमूविंग दैट थिंग। और ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अगर मान लो कि इसका एक हफ्ते बाद ख़त्म हो रहा है तो हमें ये तुरंत ही करना चाहिए। मतलब इसमें हमें टाइम नहीं देना चाहिए। ये अगर 15 दिन है हमारे पास या 20 दिन है हमारे पास, ठीक है, इसके लाइसेंस ओवर होने में, तो हमें एक हफ्ते में ही कर लेना चाहिए इसको, एक्टिविटी को।
Right.
Okay.
So it's very easy. It's going to be there. That's not going to be very challenge. Gopi, you just have to lift and shift. I will tell you how it is going to happen in the our lab session also. ठीक है?
विशाल जी, ये लैब आपकी जो है वो लैब्स आपने मतलब किसी इन्वायरमेंट में बनाई है या आई मीन किसी प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर है क्या?
We have the internal data center ASIF, and we have
ओके।
a main server in our data center. It's a big server. On that, it is all running labs.
ओके।
So Vishal, if we wanted to access, then is it like something we need to ping directly inside the WhatsApp or?
No, no, no. You guys are going to get, you just have to reach on the support team, and the number is going to be where it is. So you just have to reach on this number. You can see this support number. Probably somebody is going to be multiple support staff managing this number. Okay. So you just have to reach on the support number. This support number, support team will going to give this rack access. So you're going
After completing, Vishal, I'm sorry to interrupt you. After completing the courses, do we have a placement assistance?
hold on. Let me first complete the lab. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Asif, already you in the manager position, right?
Yeah, but it does not mean that, na. Again, still my project has been done. So,
Okay.
what going to do for operation?
I'll come to you.
Yeah, yeah.
So Gopi, you have to get this URL, okay? And
Hmm.
after getting this URL, you have to put your credentials. Everyone is going to get the credential information, right? So you just have to put your credential here and you have to put your password and you are going to be here and then you have to log in the lab and then you're going to access the all files which is available in the lab. Where you can do from here. So this is going to be browser based. You don't
नहीं,
have
it is fine, विशाल. बट अगर हमें खुद की अपनी लैब्स में बना के और खुद अपना, अगर मान ली फॉर एग्जांपल प्रैक्टिकल्स करना हो तो कैसे करेंगे फिर?
So, Asif, if you want to do, then you have to work on the EVNG platform, right? To install.
ईवेनजी प्लेटफॉर्म.
आप वहाँ पे कर सकते हो. You can do that
ये
lab,
सारी की जो फाइल है ईवेनजी की है.
right? That
ओके.
you can do on the EVNG if you want to build. You have the system, you have the process, then you can do that. There is no problem.
ईवेनजी कॉन्फ़िगरेशंस करने पड़ेंगे. ठीक
Right.
है. या
All right. Yes, Kismat, please let me know what your question. बताओ अपना.
मैं अभी कुछ कह रहा था.
Kismat is saying something. Yes, you asking for the placement, right, Asif?
यस यस
The
यस यस.
placement is going to be, we have the community. You just have to reach on this number and ask to join the community. On community daily basis, you are going to get job, not only the India, across the globe, right? And that is the legitimate job, right? When
ओके.
team is dedicated working and they are daily basis posting the jobs. Means weekly you are going to get minimum 5 to 6 job opportunity. So you have to, as per your skill set, you have to go and directly send the CV to HR. You can talk to HR. The contact detail is going to be there.
ओके.
And you can just talk to them and you can apply the job. And during the job, right, if you have any kind of the questions you want to just, talk to me, you can just get access over the live batches and ask your questions. And even we'll discuss the interview based questions also during the session. So that is going to be helpful and that's going to clarify how to answer the questions. Okay. Post completion of the course.
Yes, because I am in routing and switching is fine. I'm in routing and switching, but security I have not yet, started it.
Yeah, you have to start because you're already in a senior role, right? How much experience, Asif, you have?
I have 10 year of experience nearby for the establishment of networks.
Mm-hmm.
So I have recently networked one of the very, national important institute.
Mm-hmm.
So I work with IIT Jammu and IIT Mandis too for, their configurations about.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think last I did the trainings of all this. It says in 2012, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So since then, I did not go for any trainings and all. So I think it's time to upgrade myself
It's
because
my time, and not for you only. Trust me, guys. If you are not going to upgrade, you are not going to be up to mark. Situation of the IT is going to be very difficult.
yes, yes.
Well,
So
in the network security, our job are very stable. We are the recession-free domain.
okay.
This AI, the situation of the IT, you can just watch the share market situation of the every IT company. They are
Mm-hmm.
almost 30-40% down. Before this 2025, every year the share market means the company was growing in rate of 20 to 30% annual increase. Okay. Every
Hmm.
year, last 10-20 years. So IT was like on boom and it was like very safer position. Everyone was trying to work in the IT because the white collar job, luxury is there, office is nice, opportunity to travel in different countries. But now the situation recently, US imposed a tariff that leads to huge impact on the projects because 70-60% business coming from the US in India. Okay, that's one region. Another region,
Mm-hmm.
like the growth of IT due to AI is declining day by day.
So no, one of the thing is very, typical that the clients are asking for a one person so to do everything. Like they have to they have
That's
to do a
that's why
for
I'm saying they, the everyone is not willing to pay much and more. They're thinking one person learn, take
everything
pay and do everything. So
and do
to
everything. Yeah.
sustain, there is no shortcut. You have to upskill yourself. and you have to learn. If you're not going to learn, you are going to suffer. Let me take the Kismat question. He is raising hand since long. Yes, Kismat, please batao. You asking something?
Vishal, I maybe will leave. I think the
Yes, yes.
session has been done. I'll discuss with you on further WhatsApp.
Sure. We'll
Yeah,
discuss.
thank you. Well, thank you. Okay.
Kismat, you have a question?
So
Hello,
Vishal,
Kismat.
this is Ayyappan.
Hold on, Ayappan. Kismat, you raise your hand. You're not asking anything. Okay, leave it. Yes, Archana, you asking something?
यस विशाल।
Yes, please.
मुझे ना मैं आईएसपी से बिलोंग करती हूँ और मतलब पूरा राउटिंग एमपीएलएस वगैरह सब ऐसा ही है। तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आता है सपोज़ मतलब कैसे राउट्स जाते हैं और फायरवॉल तक कैसे रीच करके फिर कैसा है डीसी साइट वगैरह में, जहाँ तक मैंने सुना है कि डीसी साइट में ही फायरवॉल लगते हैं, बाकी हब और ये मतलब स्पोक साइट में नहीं
तो
होते हैं,
मैं
तो कैसे वर्क करता है ये सब?
नेक्स्ट क्लास में मेरे से आप पूछना है क्वेश्चन, मैं आपका एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर दूंगा पहले, ठीक है? आई विल मेक श्योर यू अंडरस्टैंड कि फाइल की प्लेसमेंट कैसे होती है और कैसे ये फाइल फिल्टर करता है, ठीक है अर्चना?
जी।
Okay. और कोई क्वेश्चन आपके दिमाग में? प्लीज डोंट हेजिटेट, ठीक है? कोई भी अगर डाउट लगता है, इफ यू फील कि आई एम नॉट कंफर्टेबल नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, यू आर फील फ्री टू आस्क, ठीक है? आई विल ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन यू, डोंट वरी। ओके, थैंक यू अर्चना।
तो विशाल आज के लिए सिर्फ डे 0 इतना ही रहेगा, राइट? फायरवॉल के हिसाब से।
हाँ, मतलब कि वी ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट 1.5 आवर, सो आई थिंक इट्स इनफ फॉर टुडे, क्योंकि अभी थोड़ा स्लो चल रहे हैं हम लोग इनिशियली। आई कैन गो वेरी फास्ट बट डाइजेस्ट नहीं होगा आप लोग को मेरा पास।
नहीं, एक्चुअल मुझे क्या चाहिए था कि इवेंजी वगैरह सेटअप करने के हिसाब से किसी को कनेक्ट कर सकते।
So EVNG, why you need a EVNG copy? There is a lab available already ना, तो आप उस लैब को करो, आपको लैब तो मिल रहा है ना?
हाँ, मतलब कुछ अपना मशीन्स पे कुछ करना है तो इसलिए पूछ रहा था।
See, I can help you only, right? अगर आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक डाउट है तो आप मेरे से क्लास में पूछ लेना, बट it doesn't support the installation because it's required 3 to 4 hour installation process, okay? तो
हाँ हाँ।
वो इतना टाइम गविनेट के पास नहीं है कि दे विल हेल्प यू टू एंड सपोर्ट। हाँ, यू डू राइट, हम लैब इसलिए देते हैं राइट कि लैब हमारी करिए आप, एंड यू कैन डू वट एवर यू वांट टू डू दैट, हम उसमें सपोर्ट कर देंगे आपको। लेकिन हाँ, कोई स्पेसिफिक डाउट है ड्यूरिंग द इंस्टॉलेशन, आप मेरे से पूछो, आई विल हेल्प यू, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, ठीक है ना? क्लास में पूछो।
Okay. Once I install and if I have any doubt, I'll ask you.
Yes, definitely. Try to do by your own, okay? Because it's a long process, okay? It's not like 5 minute job, somebody is going to and help you, but you can
हाँ
ask,
हाँ।
can help you indirectly. Yes, Ajit?
Okay.
Ajit, you have a question?
सर डेमो क्लास है सर, लेक्चर ही ऐसे चलेंगे पूरी डेली दिन?
Sir, this is like day one class started, okay? There is no demo, okay? We are actually doing the learning. We are doing the firewall configuration now. Demo हो गया जो होना था. We are actually doing the actual class now. Okay, Ajit?
सेम टाइम रहेगा सर, डेली बेसिस पर रहेंगे?
9:30 to 11 या 10:45 ये सेम टाइम रहेगा आपका। मतलब 1 सवा घंटा आपको पढ़ाई करनी है, 1.5 घंटे का स्लॉट आपके पास डेली बेसिस का।
डेली का है जी।
हाँ।
सेम लिंक रहेगा, डेली लिंक नहीं मिलेगा सर?
नहीं, आपको 3 दिन क्लास रहेगा, मंडे, वेडनेसडे और फ्राइडे।
और सेम लिंक से ज्वाइन करना होगा?
सेम ये जूम आपको मिल जाएगा, यू जस्ट हैव टू रजिस्टर सपोर्ट नंबर, जहां से आपको जूम आज मिला है, यू आर गोइंग टू गेट द जूम। अभी इनिशियली 2-3 क्लास के लिए टेम्परेरी जूम रहेगा, बट प्रोबेबली ऑन द फ्राइडे यू आर गोइंग टू गेट परमानेंट जूम।
थैंक यू सर।
ओके, यस Ayyappan, you asking some question, Ayyappan, please go ahead.
Yes, Vishal. So you're giving the class for entire week now, right? So Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right?
No, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 3 day in a week, this FortiGate class.
Okay. But during the coach, they're training people in from that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and up to only Saturday, Sunday week up is there. That's why informing. Every 1 hour class is there, 9:30 to 10:30.
So आपको कोई दिक्कत है इसमें क्लास में, इस टाइमिंग में 3 दिन
See,
में?
nahi manu Hindi, no, not possible.
Okay, Hindi, okay, no problem, yes, sorry, my bad. So any problem in this particular timing?
No problem for me.
Okay, so we'll keep this same slot, okay? It is not going to be changed, okay? Because I'm saying it's going to be Monday, Wednesday and Friday, it is not going to be changed.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So the lab, the people will share the link, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely you're going to get, most probably tomorrow, okay?
Okay. So the classes go over the configuration part, right? So for a technical, it is not started, right? The theory part. I'm asking theory.
Theory, we understand some basic concept today, right? How to set up the firewall
Yes.
for the initial configuration. Okay. So theory is
Okay.
like, what is my DHCP interface? How to change the DHCP into static. So again, it's kind of the theory plus practical both we have to understand. So going
Okay.
forward, we have to understand. Let's suppose I'm going to explain the VPN concept. So I have to explain the VPN entirely theory in first 30 to 45 minutes. What is VPN? What is the phase one? What is the phase two? How the data tunnel is going to be established, how the control tunnel is going to be established. And then once understanding the six packet exchange method, quick mode, we have the,
Okay.
different modes like tunnel mode, transport mode also. And we have the main mode also. So aggressive mode as well. So how it is going to happen, then we do the configuration. Like HA, when we'll do that. So HA, we have to understand what is the concept of the HA. So theory is going to be there 100%, right? For every topic, we have to understand theory. But practical is going to be more because the practical is more important to have the, good, hands-on the devices. Okay, Ayyappan?
Vishal, if I wanted to refer
Okay.
this video, this particular video again, so where I could go and check, because as per
You have to complete the sign up on this portal. Okay. This learn.gwinnett.com pe. Okay. You just have to go. You have to go in the video courses and you have to go in the live courses. After video, you have to go in the live courses and you have to click on the FortiGate Firewall. And this is your class. Two video demo we done that has been uploaded. So today video is also going to upload it here in this.
oh, okay. I was searching this because it was showing me something different there.
No. It is going to be there and you have to do this. So let me paste the link. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
It is in Hindi or English? It is showing as Hindi, right?
I believe it's a mistake. I will ask to change that team. Okay. It's English.
Okay.
Okay. It is going to be there. I will check with team. Okay. It must be the same, not like other, but let me reconfirm. Yeah, this is only, so might be they make some mistakes. So this need to be changed. Don't worry. But the video is going to be there only. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, Vishal sir, previously we can, for Palo Alto, we can download the videos, but in this year we cannot able to download the videos.
I don't know how you download the video. Video download is not allowed.
No, earlier they share something with Gmail, share comments, the
Might be
videos.
old session we done in the previously, right? So where we were using the Google Drive, but now everything on the LMS portal. So you have the lifetime access. Nobody's going to touch. Google Drive management is very difficult for us. Why it's very difficult? Because every time we have to pay the Google to just extend the GB, and every time that GB is going to be finished. So it's very difficult to manage. It's become very bulky. Sometimes it is not playing. So we use the LMS, right? LMS is basically learning management system where we have the unlimited capabilities from the cloud and we're just uploading the video. So it's going to be lifetime from there.
Okay,
सर
thank you.
मैंने देखा पोर्टल पे कि टेस्ट वगैरह है इसमें, मतलब 85 टेस्ट इन फोर्टिनेट
Test
टेस्ट या
that might be removed. Okay, that portal have some glitch. Okay, so it's pushing the automatic test. So that is going to glitch. That is going to remove. Only video is going to be there. Don't worry. That's now. Okay.
okay thank you.
So thank you so much, guys. I believe we are good for today. If no further questions, I believe.
So, Vishal sir, the coming Wednesday, some Vinaya festival is there, right?
Sorry.
So coming Wednesday, we have Vinaya festival, right?
So don't worry. The class is going to be remain there, and you can watch the recording, and you can ask the question on the Friday when meet again. Make sense?
Okay, so the class will be there, right? Wednesday.
Class will be there 100%. Yeah, that's not going to be changed unless there is some major issues.
Sir,
Okay,
there is
sure.
one question.
Yes, Rahul.
Yeah, so you show us the lab on the virtual, but we have a fresh firewall, and first we need to be connect with the console port to the local PC to access from the console port. Then we can set the static IP to get the GUI access.
Right, correct. You're saying correct.
Okay, sir. If there is no DHCP server or so we need to connect with the console cable, then we assign the IP, static IP, then we will need to get the access of the GUI.
Absolutely right, Rahul.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Chalo. Have a good night, everyone. See you again on the Wednesday. Bye bye. Take care.